So what's the best iPhone to buy in 2025/2026? Apple just dropped the new iPhone 17 lineup, and that combined with the older phones, there's a lot of options to choose from. So how are you supposed to know which one is actually worth your money? That's exactly what I'm going to answer in this video. First, I'm going to break down the entire iPhone lineup that Apple's offering. This includes the iPhone 17 Pro Max all the way to the iPhone 16e. Then I'm going to be ranking the phones based off 3 categories. First is the overall best value phone. Second is the best cheap option, which values the money a little bit more than the specs. And number 3 is special categories. This values things like camera quality and battery life. Alright, so now looking at Apple's current iPhone lineup for 2025, we got 5 main options to choose from. The 3 new ones Apple just dropped this year are the iPhone 17, the iPhone 17 Air, and the iPhone 17 Pro. Well, technically the iPhone 17 Air is just called the iPhone Air, but you get it. Then Apple is still selling 2 iPhone 16s, the normal iPhone 16 and the iPhone 16e. Okay, now I'm gonna go more into depth and explain the differences between these 5 models of iPhones. First, we got their flagship model, the iPhone 17 Pro / iPhone 17 Pro Max. Obviously, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is the bigger one, and the iPhone 17 Pro is the smaller one. The features between the Pro and the Pro Max are the exact same. The only difference you get is the screen size. The main benefit with the iPhone 17 Pro lineup is the vapor chamber, the better battery, and the better camera. The 17 Pro lineup also has better processors with the A19 Pro. So what the vapor chamber does is cool the phone down by spreading the heat. This heat dissipation allows for better performance and better battery life. It also has a single body aluminum build with less glass than previous years. Essentially, this phone is for power users. The users use their phone for actual professional purposes. Next, we have the iPhone Air. This phone is Apple's engineering masterpiece. It's crazy to think that they fit all this tech into a slim package, but there are many drawbacks. The first drawback is a lower battery life than the other phones. Second is the camera quality. There's only one camera on this phone. Third is the speaker. This phone doesn't have stereo audio because it only has one speaker on the top. This phone is for phone enthusiasts who want the coolest phone experience. Personally, I think this phone is a gimmick, so don't get it unless you want that super thin package. Then we got the base model iPhone 17. This phone has the new A19 chip. It has great cameras, a great battery life, and it has a clean modern design. Starting this year, the base model iPhone has the same screen as the Pro model. This means you get the 120Hz refresh rate screen and you get the smaller bezel. The higher refresh rate screen makes a huge difference because the phone feels faster. This phone is missing some of the key features like the vapor chamber and the extra camera, but honestly, for day-to-day use, this phone is more than enough. Okay, now let me go over the iPhone 16 and 16e. The iPhone 16 is literally the exact same phone as last year. They just moved it down and decreased the price by $100. In my opinion, I would just get the iPhone 17 for $100 more because it has so many more features. Then we also have the iPhone 16e. It's the cheapest new phone you can get on Apple's website. It is a really good phone, but it costs $600. And for $600, there's a bunch of other options outside of Apple's website. If this phone was $500, it would be worth it. But for $600, I don't think it's worth it. Alright, so this is the entire iPhone lineup that Apple offers on the website, and these are all their prices. Before I move on to my recommendations, I do want to say one thing. You most likely don't need a new phone. iPhones have been getting so good lately that they last such a long time. You could probably get by with just replacing your battery for $90. I talk about this more in another video on my channel, and if you want to watch it, click the link right here. Okay, now for my recommendations. First is the best value iPhone. My pick for the best value iPhone is the iPhone 17. This year's iPhone 17 lowers the gap between the base model and the Pro model. This iPhone 17 pretty much has every single feature that a normal person would want. As I mentioned earlier, it has a 120Hz refresh rate screen, which makes a huge difference. For most people who are looking for a brand new phone, this is the best one. And this phone is guaranteed to last you at least 7 years because Apple normally supports their iPhones for 7 years. I do have another pick for best value, but it's a used phone. It's the iPhone 15 Pro. It is 2 years old, but you get all the features that are normally associated with Pro phones. You get that beautiful premium titanium build, the 3 camera setup, obviously the amazing 120Hz refresh rate screen, and you're still gonna get iOS support for at least 5 years since the phone was released 2 years ago. So if you want the best value phone and you want a new phone, get the iPhone 17. If you don't mind buying a refurbished phone, get the iPhone 15 Pro. Okay, now let's go into the cheap category that balances price and features. In order to get the best deal in this category, you have to look outside the Apple website. So I have 3 options for this category. First is the iPhone 13 for $200. This is a new phone, but it's locked to Straight Talk. Second is an iPhone 13 mini. This is an unlocked phone, but it is renewed. Third is the iPhone 14, which is also renewed, but it is unlocked. I'm not going to go super into the details for these phones because chances are if you're at this price range, you don't care about all those features. All you probably want is a phone that works and you don't care about those unnecessary features. All 3 of these phones work and they work super well. So just choose one depending on your price range and if you want an unlocked versus a locked phone. Okay, finally, I'm going to be looking at special categories. For this category, I'm valuing camera quality and battery life. And obviously the phone with the best camera quality and battery life is the iPhone 17 Pro. You're going to get the best of the best with the iPhone 17 Pro lineup, and camera quality and battery life is not an exception. If you want to know more about the camera quality and battery life, watch these videos. So that's my quick guide on the best iPhones to get in 2025/2026. Let me know if you guys agree or have any questions in the comments below. Thanks for watching.